Imagine living a life as an adult with no job. Imagine living a life as an adult without any business. Imagine living a life as an adult without a wife. Imagine living a life as an adult without anything. Just imagine, think about it. How can you live your life? How can you be somebody in life? Are you going to be considered by people? Here in Zambia, the way it is, if you are a person and you are an adult, you are still living under your parents' roof. If you are an adult, you are still with your parents, you're not going to be respected. They respect people that works. They respect people who have a family. They respect people who've got children. Imagine as an adult without any job experience. Life is so tough. Life is so tough. And your life is going to be miserable. Why? Because you're going to live a life of troubles. You're going to live a life of being a failure. Why? Because you are an adult who has got nothing. That's why this channel, my channel, gives you a reason to think about yourself. This channel gives you a reason to give yourself a reason of your existence. And welcome back to my channel. My name is Timothy Hara, the masterpiece. On this channel, I do make some documentaries. I do document my life. I also do document the Zambia that you don't know, showing you around Zambia, all the places that you don't know, and interact with you through my videos. So in today's video, this is one of the special video, and I want to interact you. Maybe this video might try to bring or give you an hint of a life that you want to live in future, or a life that you want to live as a human being, you know. So let's dive into this video. This video is one of the perfect video. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. So guys, we are going there at the blue company. That's what I can say. That is Anthenion. That's where we are going. Do you know that there is only one person who can change all these things around yourself or around ourselves? Do you know that there is only one person? And that person, that is you who is sitting there. That is you who is watching my video. That is you who is thinking of something. That is you to think about change. You see? So, and we are going to experience different things through our video. Welcome to the masterpiece, Timothy Hara. It's time now to leave home and go and chase the dreams. So, guys, this is my home. This is my yard. This is where I'm coming from. And you can see the house is ready to be plastered outside. And right now, it's early in the morning. I need to pack my bags and move out from the house. I need to go. So, bye bye, my house. Bye bye. I'll see you when I come back at night because I only stay at home at night. I don't live at home in the afternoon or in the morning, but I only see my family and I only spend 1 hour just to talk to them. After that, I need to go and sleep. And from there, I wake up in the morning just like this. Early in the morning, you can see. And then I go to do my things. I go this side to do my things, to work because I want my dreams, my life to change. You know, because I have a reason that the way I'm living, the way I'm staying, it should change. You see? So this is what a man should think, like a young man like me, you know? And this brings me to the topic of today, which is an adult without a job, without a wife, without a child is useless in Zambia. I'm sorry to say this, but these are facts. These are facts. These are facts. In Zambia, it is believed that, or there are some cultures that says that whenever a man grows up, he should get a wife for him to be respected. And whenever he gets a wife, for him to be respected more, he should have a child. If you don't have a child in Zambia, you cannot be respected. You understand? And they say if you die without a wife, without a child, then they're going to get a black charcoal and insert it at your back or at the anus there. That's where they insert it. Why? Because this is what this is what they believe in. So a man should be respected if he or she has a child. Understand? And again, in Zambia, if you are a person who lives at your parents when you've passed your teens years, you cannot be respected because you're still living under your parents' roof. You understand? And which is true. Nobody's going to respect you. Everybody is going to ask themselves to say, is he okay living at his parents? Is she okay living at her parents? Why? Because everyone here believes that whenever you pass the age of maybe from teens, you need to start something, do something, and live on your own. And why all these things? Why all these things? And I've come to learn that as parents or as people, they always want to have responsibilities. Responsibilities makes a man. Responsibilities makes a woman. You understand? If you are not having responsibilities, then which means that you are not grown yet. Whether you can have beards, whether you can have gray hair, if you still lives under your parents' house, then which means you are not yet grown. You understand? So this is very important for a person who really wants to change, for a person who really wants to have a different mindset, for a person who wants to move forward in life, for a person who really wants to achieve his or her dreams, should think about changing something in their lives. Understand? Changing something in their lives. And if you cannot think in that way, then which means that you can never be like a person, or you cannot be respected. So it is very, very important. It is very much important. And that's why this channel, my channel, brings you these kinds of teachings, topics, where I document my life and I document places to show you, or so that you can learn from what I do. And I hope everyone is learning. I hope we are understanding very well everything that I'm saying, and everything that I've been teaching on this channel. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Timothy Hara, the masterpiece. And what I do on this channel is that I'm a documentary maker. I do make documentaries, personal documentaries, and travel documentaries. I travel around Zambia. Haven't traveled around the world yet, or Africa yet, but I do travel around Zambia. I've started from the Copper Belt, trying to showcase different parties of Zambia, and the places that I've showcased currently is Ndola, Pongwe, Luansha, and what's the other city? I think these are the many cities or towns that I've showcased. And I've showcased these places like no man's business. I've moved into these areas like no man's business. Even Chambeshi, I've done some videos there. So my documentary speaks to you to say life is so different. The way you live, the way I'm living, we cannot compare our lives. Understand? Life is so different. So you watching my video right now, then which means that you have a reason, and thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider yourself subscribing to the channel, because this is a channel that you supposed not to miss. It's a very beautiful channel. Let's go, guys. It's early in the morning. You can hear the roosters. I don't know if it's their clocking. Let's see. Oh, here. So this is Mapalo, near the market. I don't know why I love the sound of the birds. I love the sound of the birds, like the way they are sounding right now. I love them. And it makes me feel good in the morning. So you see, this is the main road here in Maparo. It's a main road, and it takes you direct to Maparo Primary School. Now it's secondary. This road direct to the same school. Do you know what surprises me? what surprises me is to see the world the way it is evolving, the way things are changing. A long time ago, in communities like this or in shanty compounds like this, you will never find a 12-year child or girl having a child. You will never find a 15-year girl having a child. No. And this time, these children are the ones who are having children. And this is a change which is as dramatically changed. And it is pushing people into responsibilities. You know, when you are young and then you get involved into big responsibilities, then which means that there are going to be problems. There are going to be problems like early marriages, and then you getting your child and then go and live with your child at your parents' house. That is a problem. Now, instead of your parents taking care of you, they'll start taking care of your child and you, which means that now the budget has to be bigger than you used to have most of the days. And this type of responsibilities that we are having in shanty compounds, it's very, very bad. You know, as somebody who really thinketh, I should think about how am I going to change this thing, or how am I going to feed this person if I was to bring up another person. Understand? And I remember I've been telling my people who comes into the shop, like they come to buy things in my shop and they are kids, maybe 16 years or 13 years, they are in grade 9, some they are in grade 10. And then I've been telling them to say, you know, as for me, I didn't know ladies like at the age of maybe at my age when I was at school. I didn't know these ladies when I was at school. I didn't know them. I completed my education without having a girlfriend. And for me to do that, it wasn't like I was dumb or what. Yeah, I'm quite. It wasn't that I was dumb or I was what. No. I was having something in my mind, something that I wanted to achieve. And now you find that these grade 9s, grade 10s, 11, 12, they're kids. You know, a person who is 12 years, 13 years, 14, 15, 16, they are children. They are teens, you know. And you find them having kids, having boyfriends, moving around, moving at night. Hey, this kind of involvement is so scary. I'm telling you, it's so scary such that there are going to be early marriages all over the country. Anyway, only God knows. Only God knows. We are here once again, guys. We are here, and we will never get tired until we achieve our goals. We will never get tired until we see that something has really, really changed in our life. You can see at my usual place, a very wonderful place, a place where dreams comes true. And I'm so, so happy to be here once again because I need to thank God for that. I need to thank God in terms of, you know, waking up healthy. Waking up healthy and coming to this place, it's not easy. You see, guys, it's time to sweep now the shop. This is a broom, a traditional broom, like you have that modern broom. Now here we use traditional brooms. This one, ichipiango for tuchita here in Zambia. So I'm going to use it to sweep the floor, and then we make the shop clean. This is how we do it. Those of you that don't know, you can see the shop is dirty, very dirty, and it's so dusty. This is a month of dust, August. You know, the only person who can change things in your life is you. The only person who can turn things around is you. The only person who can focus on your life is you. Not your parents, not other people, but you. You know, what you tell your mind is what the mind is going to do. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. And I'm the person that believes in positive things. I don't believe in negativity. I'm that kind of a person whereby whenever things are tough in my life, I'm like, it will happen, it will work. I'm that kind of a person. You see? Sometimes maybe sour. It's not just that some of the things we don't document here on this channel. Like we just document some of the things. If I show you like this is the way, this is the things that I've been through, this is where I was, this is this. You can even be here and tell me to say, Timothy, you've gone through too much. But I know that everything that really happens to me is a preparation for my greater things in future. And that's what I believe. It's just a preparation for me to go to another level, for me to go to another stage. And the responsibilities should come to a person who really wants to change things. If you turn your mind or you tell your mind to say, today I'm going to change, then you're taking a responsibility. Not the responsibilities of taking care of your children, your people. No, yourself. It needs to start from you. Just like I was saying, imagine a person, an elder person, an adult, living at somebody's house, at his or her parents' house. There are things that you would love to do on your own, Sometimes, just imagine, you go outside there, you have a girlfriend, the person maybe you want to marry, and then you come with that person at your house to say, this is where he stay. And she asks you, or he asks you to say, you live with your parents, and you say yes. As you allow her to enter the house, you pass her the sitting room, or you pass her the dining, and then you go to your room. And then people there, they will start asking you to say, auntie or uncle, who is that man? How can you respond? Imagine today you break up with that girl, and then you have another girl, you take her to the same house. Imagine how people they're going to tell you. They're going to say, this one loves to change girls. This one loves to change boys. Why? Because they've noticed what you've been doing. That's why it's very important to step out. Okay, nice. That's why sometimes I'm so grateful to the life that I've lived, because I've grown up a brutal life, and this life that I've grown up like a brutal life, it has really taught me to be a man. Though I am just a young guy, it has taught me to be a man. I started buying my own clothes at a tender age, when I was just maybe, I don't know if it's 9 years or 10. That's where I started buying my own clothes. I started thinking about me, myself, at a tender age. You know, things should change. You know, respect is very important in African way or in African life. Respect is very, very important. If you get to be respected, then which means you're going to be counted to say that is somebody. But if you cannot be respected, then you are nothing. Imagine there is a funeral that has happened at your house. There's a funeral that has happened at your family, and then nobody reminded you to say there is a funeral here. And then at the end, they will say, there is a funeral at last. Maybe after 2 days or 3 days, 4 days, that's when they'll call you to say, yeah, we forgot about you. Yeah, we had a funeral. We had this. We had this. Why? Because they don't count you. You don't have any responsibility on them. They don't count you. African way life is brutal, I'm telling you. African way life is brutal. But being it brutal, again, it's a good life. It really teaches you to stand up on your own, on your feet. And that's why this message today is just all about positive mindset, like standing up on your own, standing up like, okay, you are the man. Don't just rely on your parents that they'll be feeding you, they'll be giving you money to go and buy. I've seen a lot of these guys like who've got money each and every day. When I was at Broadway Institute of Education, that's a college, I was there and I used to see how these guys, they were crying. As some of us were crying for laptops. I was there at school without any laptop. But these guys, they were there with some laptops. But the way they were crying to their parents whenever they come, oh, daddy, I don't have this. Oh, daddy, I don't have this. Oh, daddy, I don't have this. Oh, daddy, this. Oh, mommy, this. And when you look at that person, is a big person. Anyway, he's a big person. Very big. And then you look at yourself to say, who am I? When I go home, I will just find nothing. And then for me, when I reach home, I need again to go and hustle for me to pay my school fees. Life, I'm telling you, life here in Africa is so different and so brutal. Okay, I can imagine. Have you ever dropped tears, like you complete your education and you'll be like, tears are dropping like, oh, thank God this has happened. Have you ever done that? Not tears of joy, but the tears of sorrows. Like you're happy and at the same time you're very sad to say, this was awesome. Guys, let's grow up. Hey guys, it's time now to move out from the shop and make some orders. So I'm going to look for some things and some other things. And today it's one of that busy day, I'm telling you. It's a busy day. And can you imagine? I've managed to save a $50, and this $50 I've saved, I'm going to buy cement. So I'm going to the cement shop, taking cement at home. I'm really pushing so that I can finish the project there, plaster the house outside, see what is going to come next. But at the moment I've managed to save $50. Hey guys, when you take a look at my behind there is some eggs. So this is when I'm coming from the market to buy some eggs, and right now I'm heading to the shop. And what a beautiful experience to experience this, but I need to be careful. You know, eggs, whenever you are driving, oh sorry, I'm not driving, I'm riding. I'm just praying that one day I'll drive. I'm riding a bicycle. So I'm heading to my shop while riding my bicycle, and the eggs are on the ground. Yeah. So this is where I'm going right now. Happy, beautiful day. So these are the eggs that I came from ordering, and we've sold some. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've sold 11, and some of them they are in front of the shop. You can see, let me show you. You can see they are here. So we are transferring them from where they are there to here. They're supposed to be inside. There, they are not on the self side, because here they come children to play around. Sometimes they may break. So I'll get them and take them to my side there. Being a responsible person, it will make you do things that you were fearing to do, and it will make you do things so that your family can be happy. Just like the way I'm doing these things. You know, I'm not always at home, but I'm trying to build a home for my people, you know. And right now I'm heading towards the market. I'm going to buy some pockets of cement. Like I told you to say, I saved a $50 from my business. And then right now it's time to use it. I'm going to buy some pockets of cement. I'll count pockets of cement like $50, and I'll let you know. So this tells you to say that you are responsible. Hey guys, so this is load number 3, and at least I've transported 3 pockets of cement, and right now I want to get 3 more from the market, and it's so tiresome and a busy day at the same time. You can see, you're familiar with this area. This is my area. So let's go and take what we are doing. You see, that's what I was saying. This is what I was saying. These possibilities comes to a person that really wants to change something upon his or her life, you know. And for a man here in Africa to be respected, you need to have a family. You need to get out of your parents' home, then you're going to be respected. And this is what I'm doing today, and this is the video for today, and I hope you are going to like it. Share and subscribe to the channel. Gotta start drinking. Nishi. Hey guys, I'm done now. I've done my part for today. I've transported the cement here. So the essence of the cement is to plaster this house that you're seeing here. That is the essence of the cement. I need to plaster. You can see there's a lot of work that is supposed to be done here, and I need to take it slow but sure. And when you look at here again, what is happening here, these things, then we need to level this area up, you see. But all in all, the work is or the work should be done, you can see. So starting from there's a corner there, we need to start plastering, and I'm happy that today it's done. So I've transported 6 pockets of cement, and of which I used $50, and I'll tell you in Zambian kwacha how much is $50 here. And, but we have bought 6 pockets of cement, not equivalent or not equal to $6. No, we had to cut some. As a family man, as a, a budget man, you need to use that money wisely so that they cannot stay hungry. Also, they cannot go in some people's place to beg. It is very important, and I don't like my people to go outside and beg for things. You know, I want to be there as a man who is responsible for them. I want to be there as a man who is taking care of them. So I always make sure that I'm healthy to provide for them. So this is what is happening here, and I'm happy that I've transported this. All this is happening because of one reason. I have a reason. I have a reason to take care of my people. I have a reason to look after them. I have a reason that the level where I am, I don't need to be on the same level. I'm a guy who works so hard for things that I want to see happening in my life. I always want to do that. That's who I am. That's where I'm coming from. I don't know if it's just the nature of me, like being raised where, like, in terms of like brutal or what, but that's not brutal. I love it that way because it has made me to realize who I am. It has made me realize where I'm coming from. It has made me realize to say I need to stand on my own. I remember the time I went to Sorezi. Do you know that I've been to Sorezi before? I've been to Sorezi and I worked in a Kalumbila mine for some time there, almost for 1 year or 2 years. So I worked there, and then you whatever Ishmiad. Urepita? Bwerera. Ndish. Temwa kupita omwamvwa. Nkakusanga urepita. Again. Tepa kupita pano, tepa trespassing. Mule shoka fyoko tapa hapo enshirapo. I'm stopping somebody to pass here. They want to make a way here. They want to make a shortcut and then they go that side. So I went to Kalumbila. I worked there for some time. And there I was staying alone. I'm telling you. And sometimes I wonder how I survived. Anyway, it's by God's grace. And I'm dirty. Look at me. Look at my trousers. Very dirty. But anyway, I need to be like this because I'm working. I don't need to be like that person who wants to say, hey, no, I cannot do this. Me, I'm a guy who can do anything. Just to see that I'm responsible for people. So this is what has happened today, and I'm happy that today it has been a grateful day. And I have to go back again to the shop, see there and do my business again there. And if there is something to order, I go again to the market, I order. That's where I get the money to buy all these things that I'm doing here. That's where I get the money to feed my family here. That's where I get everything, in short. So I need to go back there. I don't want to sit here and rest. No, I need to go there. That's where I'm going to rest. No, sometimes if you are a man and then you want things to be done by your parents, if you are a man, you want to depend on your parents, like you want to depend on them. Sometimes things in life get tough. They get tough, like no man's business, But if you're a person who really wants to depend on your own, then which means that everything that you are going to be doing is going to be straightforward, and nobody is going to force you to do things. And that's the way it is, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Because I've learned this, like the guys that have grown with my mother. I'm telling you, these guys, There is one guy who is like, he always depends on my mom. Like he wants my mom to do everything, you know, and that's not good for somebody who is matured, or for somebody who is at the age of like 20 something. No, as an adult, whether you have a family, whether you don't have a family, you need to think about you yourself. You need to think about um, how to handle things for yourself. Sometimes you need to know how to buy for yourself, like in terms of clothes, things that you want. You need to depend on yourself, not like depending on our parents. Like, okay, oh, my mother is going to buy this for me, buy this for me. Where is the respect? They won't give you any respect. They won't. You know, people, or like parents, if they see a child who is really doing well and is pushing himself to be great, they even feel better. They even feel good. Sometimes they even say, if I die, it's going to be well. If I die, it's going to remain well. If I die, it's not going to suffer. Not whereby if they die, or that time when they are old, they'll start thinking like, oh, if these children, nobody is going to keep them, or this child, nobody is going to take care of him. See, he depends on me. He does this, he does this. That's not right. That's not right. So I think this video is helping somebody outside there. And if it is helping you, please do me a favor, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll be happy if you do that. Mwalimu umuntu nanaka. Have you seen a person who is tired? This is the person who is so tired. I'm tired, I'm telling you. Whew. Huh. Lifting cement is not a joke. So now I need to have maybe another 4 cement, which is 165 each. And this 4 cement, I need this cement to be 10. And if I manage to buy 10 cement, 10 pocket of cement, then which means that I need also to find money for the bricklayer, or the person who is going to be doing plastering at my house. I want them to come and do plastering at my house to finish the outside, so that we focus on the floor. You know, we are moving bit by bit and slow but sure. You know, sometimes we scare things like from afar, you know. And what I've come to believe in is that if you are somebody who wants something to change, you're going to break down things. Like, for example, instead of me paying the bricklayer to plaster my whole house, like the inside and the outside, I told them that they are going to plaster inside only. Why? Because the income, the money that I had was just for the inside. So I had to cut it. I had to split in on 2 sides, which is the money for the inside is another money, and the cement for the inside is another cement, and the sand for inside is another money. Why I did that? It's because I didn't want to force myself like into being in pressure. No, because if they were like, okay, I told them to plaster like inside and outside, they would have been, oh, we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this, and I don't like that. I want to work freely. I don't want people to trouble me. Like, okay, if this, no, 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 no. What I want is to just to see that my work is being done, and that's why I do prepare very good. I'm a good. I don't know how I can say it, but I do prepare in a well mannered way because I know that I don't have money. I've got a low income. I've got a source where like money doesn't flow anyhow or money doesn't come like anyhow. I have to work for it. You understand? For me to have it, I need to save. For me to have it, I need to do something. Moreover, there is a family that I'm looking after. They need to depend on me. Whenever meal finishes, I need to buy. Whenever groceries finishes, I need to buy. You understand? So I don't need to push myself like, wow. No, 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 no. Just need to take time, move slow but sure. You know, I move slow but sure. So if I manage to buy the 4 pocket of cement, I know I'll manage, and we'll discuss with the bricklayer again to say, okay, the outside, how much can you charge me to plaster the outside? Because plastering outside, it's not so difficult. There are no corners. You see, it's just one. Only I think that is only one corner. One corner. Yeah, that's. It's not that difficult. It's very easy. So nobody would say it would be expensive, like, no, Timothy, you're going to give us this much. No, they need to be fair. Understand? They need to be fair. So I'm just resting right now. And let me tell you how much I saved in a Zambian kwacha. Like, let me tell you. Okay, how much I saved in Zambian kwacha na isa babe panono felorera panono on fast panono. So $50 by 23 kwacha, which is 1,150 kwacha. The dollar is 23 kwacha, and then each pocket of cement was sold by were sold at 165. So I used 999. 999. That's the 990. That's the amount of money that I used, and I remained with the 160. This 160 is the money that I told you to say. This money is going to be used to my family. We need to buy something at home, you know. So that's it. That's the money that we are using right now. So that's how much I saved. 1,150. That's the money I saved here in Zambian kwacha. So it has been a great, great day. Adulthood. Adulthood is so crazy, I'm telling you. Sometimes when you think about it too much, and sometimes when you think about what is happening around you, you're going to think that maybe you shouldn't have grown up. And these are the things that we sometimes think about. Why? Because of the responsibilities. Sometimes if responsibilities becomes too much, then sometimes you start thinking, if I was just a child, if I was just a child, I wouldn't be doing these things. Mhm. You know, in fact, a child always depends in their parents. You know, a child always depends in some people's pocket. Now, as an adult, you don't have anywhere where to depend on. everyone is depending on you. This time your father, your mother, your children, and your uncles, your nieces, they're now depending on you. If you've got an extended family, some of the families that are lazy, I'm telling you, they are going to tell you like you are stingy. You are stingy. This boy is stingy. He doesn't give. Well, they're forgetting that they have to be responsible. You know, not everything just to depend on a person. Guys, I'm having something. Let me show you. I'll talk to Tamush. Let me show you something. Hey, Tamush. Do you know this? Munkoyo, Zambian traditional drink. It's very hot, so everybody, maybe, let me just say, a lot of people that are going to be experiencing this. Boy, ice cream. So a lot of people that are going to be making these for their husbands. Some they'll be making it for sale. Like this one, I'm coming from buying, and I bought it at for kwacha, and we are testing here. And boy, so I'm testing this. You see, Zambian traditional drink, umunkoyo. This is umunkoyo, and it's very, very bitter when it's you haven't put sugar in it. Yeah, there are some trees which they add on, and it makes it bitter. So let's go back to what I was saying. I was saying, you know, as an adult, it is crazy. There are so many things that you need to do. Sometimes you find that even a sick person will provide for the well people. A sick person so is providing for people who are healthy. Example I'll give is the husband is sick, the wife is okay. When the husband is sick, the wife will come to the bedroom and say, honey, what are we going to eat? And then when the husband responds to say anything, that we are going to eat anything, the wife will say, now we don't have money. Do you have some change in your pocket? She knows that you've stayed with her the whole week. You're just sick. And she's asking you, do you have any money? Do you have any change in your pocket? And that's why sometimes when you look at these women in marriages, I'm telling you, sometimes you may end up like thinking like, why did I get married? Why? Because 1.5. Because of the pressure they give you. Because of the pressure they give you. They give a lot of pressure. Like a lot of pressure. You know, that's why men dies faster than ladies. And I've come to learn this. You know, somebody is sick and then she's asking, hey, where is the money for our children? They need to go to school. Quite all right, she also works. Quite all right, she also does business. And they call it gender. Sometimes, you know what I think sometimes? Sometimes gender doesn't work here in Africa. Gender doesn't work here in Africa. They just lie to us to say gender. Akaramba. But gender doesn't work here in Africa. Women cannot do what men do. You know, it's so crazy. But anyway, Sarah dia tu kwacha nama ya giabidi. So ikate iso. Mambo. onayo nishuwa uchitire sometimes and amenshi aya masacheti
ibotoro sacheti igu i botoro
mwana mo festumo pota ula mpere mpe fayo momwe banti muli faindo
defo
amani yabidi neshe
na salad yatu kwacha na
salt yatu kwacha
emko
okay salad yore ke mpera ma tamuri banti salad na amani ya
thank you
mkwai
salad ya nishinga kuyo
kulia 2 ne ya 3
salad
iba boy an
nishinga gara kami
ni 5 kwacha nishinge ochange na kupea 15 kwacha okay mama okay
sasa
you want. So my message is, as an adult, we need to change something in our life, and that's true. As an adult, we need to think about change. We don't just need to depend on people. As an adult person, we need to create something that can be valuable to us, even to our children. As an adult, we need to look at the future. You know, pafu ifwaka amoidi ya 15 imo yonse so it is so crazy to see that as an adult living at his parents' home, or as an adult she's living with her parents, and this makes it so crazy, guys. You find as an adult she's got she lives at her parents' house with 3 kids or 4 kids. Now, when you think about it, you say, are you telling me that the person who was giving her children did not marry her? You see the problem. Or what made her get out from that house where she was married and then she's living with the husband, or I mean the mother? You see? These are kind of things that we should think about. Like, and I've been telling people to say, if life can knock me down, I can no longer go to my parents' house. I can no longer go there. There are a lot of disadvantages, like me staying at my parents' house. Imagine as big as I am, and then living with my mother and my father. At lunchtime, I need to wait for them to cook. In the morning, if they want to eat sweet potatoes, while me, I want to eat fried chips, I need to wait for them to cook. I need to wait for them to prepare breakfast. According to what I want to eat, what comes in their mind to say, okay, today I feel like I can eat carpenter without cooking oil, or fish without cooking oil. They will do it. They will do it, you know. They will do it. Now you are there just watching. If they plan today that these guys, they won't eat as we are going to eat in the bedroom, they're going to eat. Now think of it as a person or as a human being living under your parents' house. Think about that. How crazy it is. Very crazy, right? It's very crazy because it it will be hurting you too much and you'll be hurt. And nobody can say, no, it cannot hurt me because I'm living with my parents. Oh, you're living with your parents. That's why it can't hurt you. Ah, my dear. And then you imagine they're shouting at you, Chimoneni, look at this boy. At the age of 40, at the age of something, you're failing to keep yourself. Imagine those kind of things. We know Shan Maya. Now, imagine those kinds of moments. Imagine somebody is shouting at you in those kind of words. Imagine somebody just wakes up today. I want you, all of you in this house, get out of my house, leave. This is life. Life. Life.